Fast food burgers are emblematic of modern convenience culture. Quick to prepare, easy to access, and engineered for mass appeal. They are among the most consumed meals in the global fast food industry, particularly in westernized diets where speed and taste often take precedence over nutrition. However, beneath their appealing layers of grilled meat, cheese, sauces, and refined buns lies a nutritional profile that raises serious concerns. Regular consumption of fast food burgers is strongly associated with obesity, cardiovascular disease, hypertension, insulin resistance, and a wide array of chronic health issues. The risks are not isolated to a single component, but rather result from the cumulative effect of saturated fats, sodium, refined carbohydrates, preservatives, and chemical additives, elements that, when consumed together and frequently, pose a significant threat to long-term health. One of the most immediate dangers of fast food burgers is their high-calorie content. A single burger, especially one that is large or stacked with multiple patties, bacon, or cheese, can contain anywhere from 500 to over 1,200 calories. When accompanied by fries and a sugary beverage, the total calorie load of a single meal can easily exceed the recommended daily intake for one sitting, particularly for individuals with sedentary lifestyles. These meals provide an enormous amount of energy with very little fiber or micronutrient value, leading to what is known as empty calories. They satisfy immediate hunger, but contribute little to actual nourishment, often causing people to eat again sooner and perpetuate a cycle of overeating and poor dietary habits. Saturated fat is another critical concern. Fast food burgers typically contain high levels of saturated fats derived from fatty cuts of beef, processed cheeses, and mayonnaise-based sauces. Saturated fat, when consumed in excess, raises LDL, bad cholesterol levels in the blood, increasing the risk of plaque buildup in arteries, a condition known as atherosclerosis. This narrowing and hardening of arteries restricts blood flow and is a major contributor to heart attacks and strokes. While some dietary fat is essential for health, the type and quantity found in fast food burgers are far from beneficial. Frequent intake over time accelerates cardiovascular aging and reduces vascular flexibility, which can lead to serious complications even in relatively young adults. Sodium is also present in dangerously high amounts in fast food burgers. The meat is often pre-seasoned and processed. The buns may contain added salt for flavor and texture, and sauces like ketchup and mustard are notoriously sodium-dense. High sodium intake is a direct cause of elevated blood pressure or hypertension. When combined with other risk factors, like sedentary behavior, poor sleep, and high body fat, sodium-laden foods like fast food burgers can push blood pressure into chronically unhealthy ranges. Long-term high blood pressure damages the heart, kidneys, and brain, increasing the risk not only of heart disease but also stroke and cognitive decline. Many individuals do not feel the immediate effects of high sodium consumption, which makes it a silent but deadly contributor to chronic illness. Refined carbohydrates in the white burger bun further add to the metabolic burden. These rapidly digested carbs cause spikes in blood sugar, which in turn force the body to release large amounts of insulin. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, a hallmark of prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. Moreover, repeated sugar and insulin spikes encourage fat storage, particularly around the abdomen, which is the most dangerous type of fat in terms of cardiovascular and metabolic risk. In some fast food establishments, the buns are also sweetened or coated with glaze, contributing hidden sugars that only exacerbate the problem. Beyond the macronutrients, fast food burgers often contain a cocktail of additives and preservatives. These include flavor enhancers, color stabilizers, anti-caking agents, and emulsifiers. While many of these are considered safe in isolated amounts, their combined and repeated intake raises concerns. Certain additives, like sodium nitrate, used in processed meats, have been linked to increased cancer risk, particularly colorectal cancer. Others may disrupt gut microbiota or contribute to inflammation. For example, phosphates, commonly found in processed cheese and meat, are associated with impaired kidney function and cardiovascular problems, particularly when consumed frequently. The long-term impact of these synthetic ingredients is still under study, but caution is warranted given their cumulative exposure through the diet. Fast food burgers also distort our perception of portion size and fullness. They are engineered for hyperpalatability, layered with umami-rich ingredients, salt, fat, and sugar to trigger the brain's reward system. This makes them highly addictive and difficult to eat in moderation. Many people, especially children and teenagers, develop emotional and habitual attachments to fast food meals, which sets the stage for lifelong, unhealthy eating patterns. The normalization of fast food in daily life encourages a diet rich in processed meat, refined carbs and trans fats, and deficient in vegetables, whole grains, and fiber. Environmental and hormonal concerns add yet another layer of risk. The meat used in fast food burgers is often sourced from industrial farming operations that may rely on growth hormones, antibiotics, and poor quality feed. Residues of these substances can remain in the final product and have been implicated in antibiotic resistance, hormone disruption, and changes to human gut flora. Additionally, many burgers are packaged in materials that contain harmful substances such as PER and polyfluoroalkyl substances, PFAS, which have been linked to endocrine disorders and immune dysfunction. In conclusion, fast food burgers are more than just a convenient indulgence. They are a concentrated source of multiple dietary hazards. The combination of excessive calories, saturated fat, sodium, refined carbohydrates, and chemical additives makes them a prime driver of obesity, heart disease, hypertension, insulin resistance, and systemic inflammation. While eating one occasionally may not cause immediate harm, making them a regular part of your diet can have serious and lasting health consequences. Choosing alternatives like lean homemade burgers, plant-based proteins, whole grain buns, and fresh toppings can provide similar satisfaction without the toxic burden. Ultimately, reducing fast food burger consumption is not just a personal health decision, it's a vital step toward protecting long-term well-being.